Get it started right now. Yeah, this is Jackal Fitness. I got Darwin Lamb, owner of Lamb Strike Academy out of Fort Worth, Texas zone, man. First and foremost, King, thank you for your time. First, just give the people a little background. You know, you was in the boxing, MMA. You're a coach right now. You got a couple fighters. Just run down a little bit, about the history of you in the sport.
Yeah, this man, it's actually kind of like a family thing. I grew up around it my whole life with uncles that box, and then my mom and my dad, both my mom, my stepdad, and my biological father was all a part of martial arts.
Okay.
And so that's how it came with me. Had anybody told me 30 years ago, 35 years ago, whatever the case may be, that I was going to be a coach and doing that, man, I probably would have laughed at him. But God has
He always has a
his
plan.
ways and his thoughts
Yeah.
that he wants. But I'm glad that I did it. I started doing martial arts at a very young age, probably about 7 years old, 8 years old, in
Yeah.
Taekwondo, and then started taking karate up under my mom and my dad, and then kind of just transformed from there, man, through the years. Got to my teenage years, and then I went to a halt because my life changed for a different direction. And you know, doing like a lot of young black men do, started piquing interest and hanging out with different kind of guys, which ended up being kind of like the wrong kind of people, and then it kind of spiraled down out of control a little bit for a while, and then I got back on track, and started coaching again. Was coaching my stepson at the time. I was married to a woman who was a pro boxer. She was actually my first pro boxer. She was in
Okay.
the United States. So I started coaching her, and I was coaching my stepson. Then I had a couple of pro boxers, and I had an amateur team pro boxing and an amateur MMA and a pro MMA team back in. It started like in 2005, actually 2005, 2006. So that's how all that happened, man. And in between that, I would fight and take bouts too. I actually won a IKF world title in kickboxing.
Okay.
In 2008 when I was 32 years old. So, the main thing was just coaching. I've put 3 people in the UFC actually.
Yes.
Kevin Holland, James Vick, and Shauna Dobson. So I've been around the game of boxing and martial arts for a long time. So,
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Definitely. Now you see, you say you've been around the game of boxing and MMA. Briefly let the people know, it's a lot of politics in boxing, it's a lot of politics in MMA. Is there really any difference in the politics between the two sports, or is it pretty much the same? How, the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Yeah, it's not really much difference. The only difference is when you get to the higher level of boxing with the money, the
Yeah.
politics can be a lot more dangerous. There's a lot more because there's so much more money on the line than it is in MMA. There's not the fighters that in MMA, like say the top fighter in the UFC, they're not making what the fighters in boxing making.
Yeah.
Two different worlds, and so the politics get a little and more dangerous when it comes to more money. But
Right.
as far as the politics side of it, the spiritual side of it, and how people act, there's no different.
Okay.
Because everybody's trying to cut throat.
Yeah, it is. It's a dirty business, man. Very, very dirty, man.
So it's a very dirty game, and in order to be in this game, you gotta. For me, you gotta be in this game with a righteous spirit. And to
Yes.
say a righteous man, because none of us are righteous. In the flesh, we all make mistakes, but you have to have a good spirit. You have to go into this game knowing that you're doing it because you love it, not
Yes.
because you're doing it because it's something that you're called to do. It's not just about coaching. I tell people all the time, I say, if you're in this game thinking you're about to build this best fighter, the best fight team, that's only solely what you're doing it for, then you're in it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
So if you don't have God, in my personal opinion, I can't speak for anybody, but I'm saying for me, God for me is the driving force of everything that happens to me because I kind of go off of His mindset and His will, and so anything that I do with the intention of helping people, regardless of what happens in the sport, because I can't control what happens in martial arts or boxing. All I can control is how I react to it, and I control how I act. And my vision is to be a shining light
Yes.
amongst the community, not just for fighters to be champions, but for them to be spiritual champions,
Yes.
to be life champions, to be better fathers, better mothers, better just human beings.
Yes.
And that's my whole goal. And I just think that God used my ability to coach. He gave me a gift to coach. He gave me a gift of these things and gave me credentials so that I can use those things to, bring people closer to Him or bring people together rather and do that. So that's my whole vision of it. And that's exactly how I look at it, because I've been through it. I've been through the bad and the ugly. I've been screwed over by fighters. I've been hurt. I've been stepped on, a lot of things. But I couldn't let that change who I am as a man.
Yes.
So I have to continue to do God's will regardless of what's going on in this evil world.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yeah, I do. I'm glad that you touched on that as far as God using you as an instrument, because that's what a coach really is a teacher. And I could just tell from talking to you right now that you are a strong teacher. You got God's mission, and you're working in God's field as a coach. Like yeah. I want to say this: your ministry is the MMA. It's all different forms of ministry. Sometimes you don't have to be a pastor in the church. Your academy, Lamb Strike Academy, is your ministry. Just like how you was just talking about. That's how you are ministering to these people, to these women, to these men, to these kids, man. So I just want to applaud you on that. I just want to applaud you on that. Now, do you have any current fighters you want to talk about that that you're working with that's in the pros or ready to turn pro, or because I looked on your Instagram, one of your fighters just recently fought, and I seen you on TV. You want to talk about that a little bit?
The guy I got an upcoming guy. He's been with me since he was like 14 years old, 15 years old.
Okay.
And he had on the coach, his name's Kevin Fernandez.
Yes.
He's a little amateur fighter. He's undefeated as a kickboxer, one-on-one as an MMA fighter, but he's got a lot of skills and a lot of potential.
Yes.
And he's focused, and he trains his guard. And as a coach, I look at things like I've trained many of fighters, man. I've had them all. I was in my mid-20s, and I was past fighters fighting already on Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto undercards, and
yes.
I was doing that already at 27 years old. So a lot of these coaches are where they kind of go out everything. And I've been on ESPN, I've been on Showtime, I've been on HBO, I've been on UFC, all that stuff.
Yes.
Boxing and MMA.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really mean a lot to me. It's just what means a lot to me is just me doing my job, and that's it, man. And I have a fighter in the UFC now, Kevin Holland, that I've been working with for like 4 years.
Okay.
And so he's doing well. And we don't know when he's fighting again, but that's the one that we have in the UFC right now. And then I got a couple of guys that I'm bringing up. As far as coaching fighters, that's not my. I'm always going to be a coach because that's what God had me here to be. And I know how to train fighters. I know how to make fighters good. But the main thing is what I've been focusing more on lately, man, is making my business work, because I had put so many years and time in fighters.
Yes.
And that it almost ruined my marriage. It made me broke. It made me like not trust nothing. And so I had to reinvent myself and find out what's important. And God told me that He still wanted me to help people, but He wanted me to help myself first. Because if I don't help myself, then I can't help nobody else. And so I had to reinvent myself and focus back on my gym, focus back on my business, focus back on what's important with that. And when I did that, everything, a lot of junk left my life, and I found more peace and sanity in doing that. So now, where I was getting tired of coaching and getting tired of dealing with it, now I feel good about coaching right now, because now I have the right people in my corner, right people behind me, and I got right people doing stuff. So I focus on the ones that God want me to focus on, and focus on the business, and after that, that's it. I almost lost everything being a coach. Really, my gym was shut down last year for a while. And I lost my car, lost my gym. couldn't see my daughter, lost fighters. A lot of
Yes.
things happened to me. I almost lost my place, almost lost my home,
Yeah.
almost lost, really lost everything. And then, but I'm not weak. And
Yeah.
so I had to go into solitary confinement with the Holy Spirit and ask
Yes.
God what He wanted me to do. Because I had a lot of people offering me jobs because they liked my credentials, but I asked God what He wanted me to do. And He
Yeah.
told me to sit still, and that if I sit still and just go ahead and go through the darkness, that He would take care of it. And
Yeah.
that I had to go through it. And He did that. And He reinvented me. He had to sit me down, too, because I lost focus. You know, I lost focus for a minute because I started getting burnt out, and that burnt out turned me to, like, dealing with, start talking to more women more and doing this and doing that, and I want to focus on stuff. So God had to do what He had to do to sit me down so I can think and be focused. And that's what He did. And He reinvented my spirit back and revived my spirit back and revived the gym, and with the new name, with the new look, with the new partners, with the new everything. And now
Yes.
everything is back popping, man.
Yeah, that yo, God always has a plan, and the Lord works in mysterious ways. So anything that you go through in life, it's always God's will. You know,
It's always
it's always God's will. The Lord has the script written for you already. He knows what he got in store for you. That was just very powerful. I'm glad you was able to share that with the people. Another question that I have for you is, like you said, you've been in the business. It's young guys out there that want to do what you do. Can you give them a little bit of advice of how to train fighters, what it takes to be a trainer, what it takes, just to be in this game?
yeah. Well, first of all, what I tell trainers all the time is that um, get rid of ego. You know, leave the ego out of it. Be a man. Be
Yes.
strong. Be firm, but don't let your ego take over what you do, because then your ego blinds you from
Yes.
your own self. And so, and teach what you know. Big thing. Teach what you know, and don't teach what you don't know.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't allow your ego to start doing things and start trying to manipulate the game and manipulate the fighters because you want the limelight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The limelight's not about you. Because I'm going to tell you, like I tell people, when you do things from the heart and from the spirit, you're going to shine anyway.
Yes, you are.
So you're going to shine anyway. So when you're trying to shine more than everybody around you, then that's when more dark is going to become upon you. But you have to, when you do things the right way, when you come in this game, there's a thing I want to tell people. If you ever want to become a coach, prepare to have your heart broken, because that's going to be part of the
process. Yeah.
That is a part of the deal.
Yeah.
And when it happens, you can't let it change you. Like I tell people, everything that's happened to me, I didn't let it change me. I stand on who I was through the dark, through the light, through the trials and tribulations. I said, stand on who you are. And when you do that, you become one stronger man. And so when you become a coach, make sure your credentials are in line, and make sure that you have a good team, and make sure that you watch what's in front of you, watch what's behind you, watch what's on the side of you. Just make sure you pay attention to all things when you're going into this situation, because I see a lot of these coaches coming in and they jump in, and I see it all the time. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to build the best fight team. They're bragging on Facebook, on Instagram, and all this stuff. And they really don't have the credentials to be talking about what they're doing. They're not building these best. A lot of these guys aren't building these fight teams like they say they do. They're not doing it. But they're so delusional because they became blind to themselves.
Yeah.
And when a man doesn't look in the mirror and have what I call self-accountability, which is the best attribute a human being can have, is being able to understand oneself, to be able to check oneself without somebody having to say nothing, being able to